while Heretics did win the map pick of Fierce Esports. Fierce looking, of course, to win the second map. But looking tough here as Heretics has been doing really well so far. At least that's what they showed on Vertigo. As they will be choosing the T side this time around. Well, not choosing it. Forcefully being on the T side this time around. They did do well on the T side of Vertigo, so I'm interested to see how they do on their map pick. As it looks like they're just going to be fast pushing towards A. Maka gets... Does he get one? He does get one. Duvidovic also gets one as well. Down to 3 players. Astro gets dinked right in the head. 9 HP. As Pulse is trying to flank from behind. Gets immediately taken down by Lucky. Down to 2 players. And looking like a done pistol round again here for Fierce. As Heretics looks to take that first round in the bag on their T side. As it looks like they will be moving slowly towards that main. Actually, they are not moving towards main. They are saving the weapons. Not weapons, obviously. They're saving the armor and the defuse kit. And that one smoke. But I don't think they're going to have an opportunity here unless Duvic's actually pushing towards them. Frey gets one, but they know their positions now. As Frey gets taken down, that's the armor down. As Astro also gets taken down. And almost a clean sweep here from Heretics. They do manage to only lose one person in that pistol round. And already a good start here from Heretics. On their T side, on their map pick. As Pierce looks to be forcing into the second round. They've been doing that quite often. At least they did that on the first map. 2 scouts, 2 deagles, a CZ, bit of utility, not too much on their side of the second round here on the first Y. Moving towards outside, using the utility towards a main. Actually, not towards a main, my bad. Looked like an A main smoke unless it bounced wrong. As they take outside control against these pistols, there are 2 scouts though. Where are these 2 scouts holding? One is holding towards ramp. Where exactly is Loser holding? Okay, Loser holding all the way in the back, trying to get anyone trying to cross. As they're going towards ramp now, Astro does get one hit on Duvidovic. As they are moving in towards ramp, and no, they're actually going back, taking the information, and they're going back towards outside, it looks like. Taking their time. Making sure they play this properly as they threw a smoke towards A main. This Molotov against Astra as they do see Astra in the end. He gets taken down 4 versus 5 already. And they're going all the way from the outside, probably going to be pushing up towards heaven as they're about to get pincered in here on the A side. As Frey does take the person in the lobby. So, already another deagle shot from Pulse as they get taken down to a 2 versus 2. Frey, he does get the bomb down in the end. Kirishima all by himself. 15 seconds remaining. Goes up against Frey, who was reloading. 1 versus 1. He needs to take that bomb and plant. But as soon as he starts planting, he's gonna start pushing. No, he fakes it. He does get it in the end. If he was not, that was a very risky push there from Kirishima. If he was not actually in that position, holding more passively, that would have been the round ended through time. So good round there from Kirishima. Very close on the force by Pierce. Unfortunately for them, they did not manage to get anything done through this round. So they'll just be buying a few pistols here just for the half buy. And hoping for that first gun round to come in later. Smokes towards the outside, just taking out the outside position with that Mag 10. And mostly through lobby hold as well. She didn't push from anywhere. Lucky catches Jenko trying to push towards the hut. As already 4 versus 5, but not really expecting much here from Pierce. They do have those 2 deagles, but with these USPs, not really much hope going into it. 2 versus 5 already. Looking like a done round here from Heretics. 3-0. Heretics on the first gun round here now for Fierce Gaming. Fierce Esports. Calling them Fierce Gaming. I don't know, there's a lot of teams called something gaming, so it became an old habit really. As Fierce Esports, with the capital E, it has an AUG actually. That's interesting. A lot of people have been buying AUGs these days, but on the outside position could actually be pretty viable. As Lucky already gets the first kill with the MAC-10, digging all the way into the A position, gets another one. Hiroshima gets a second one. Now down to a 3 versus 5. Are they going to be able to push into this, or will they be saving the last of this weaponry? It looks like they will be saving here. Probably the correct decision, as it's going to be really hard for them to retake this. And oh, that was almost a clean. That was a clean sweep. I say almost because it looked really messy. And already a 4th round on the T side for Heretics. For a 0. You say it's bad, but once upon a time, I remember back in the day of the old 1.6 days, there were quite a few good players on the UKC. Actually, I think they were better on Source. I never really followed Source myself. I knew quite a few players like Rattlesnake, etc. They're quite known to the UK scene, but they never seem to last that long. Though. 1 kill already on Pulse. Another gun round here for Fierce, as he did save those 3 weapons. He did drop those last 2 weapons. So 4 versus 5 here from Heretics. They push towards ramp. 1 kill from Frey, gets immediately traded out on ramp. As they're pushing very fast down to the ramp position. That AWP did not manage to get anything done. Daviduvik can actually get that kill against Loze. Down to a 2 versus 4. And looking like another done round here from Fierce. This is the T side of the map pick of Heretics and already showing it. As Fierce is not having a lot of impact on this half so far. And this is their CT side. They did win the the knife round. They chose this side, and CT side is one of those halves that you really need a big buffer going onto your T side. Already a bad start. They still have an opportunity. Maybe they can try to get something done, but it does not look likely. And Jenko gets taken down. Trades out to the M4. They have the full weaponry now, Heretics. They're removing those submachine guns. Fierce Esports all down to 1 person with an AUG. Ooh. Looked like it froze for a second there. Fierce Esports probably going for a tactical, I'm assuming. I mean, yep, there it is. It takes like 5 seconds for it to pop up for me. Tactical pause for Fierce Esports, gonna be their first of the map. And they kinda need it. I mean, best case scenario, to win the next 10 rounds. Worst case scenario, lose the next 10 rounds obviously, but I mean, all they really need to hope for is that they do not lose the half at least. Losing the half would be the initial 8 rounds for Heretics. As soon as they get those 8 rounds, it's going to be really tough for Fierce to come back from it on their T side. It is a CT side map, of course. Still, they have an opportunity. They do have the weapons. They do have a bit of utility on their sides. See what they decide to go with here. What was the result of the first match? Let me tell you, it was Heretics that won it. It was 16-11. Heretics on the on the map pick for Fierce, which is vertical. A lot closer, obviously, than this match has been so far. Saying it is Heretics map pick. But we'll see. It's still early days. They still have an opportunity to maybe get, I mean, at maximum the next 10 rounds. Ooh, another failed smoke there. There is one person waiting for him as well, which is Astro. He decides to go back to A main. Flash over Hiroshima. Not get flash though. Smoke towards A main. Looks like just gonna go for a bit of outside control. Pop flash. No one picking into it. Oh, does he not see him? Maka did not manage to catch him, as Loser does take out his teammate. 4 versus 5. Good start here from Pierce. Pop flash there towards Garage, making sure there's no one there. Looks like they're still trying to take any kind of action they can, bringing the man advantage back here. Heretics, they can actually catch one if they wanted. There's an Alper there, looking the wrong way, but he does rotate back. Ooh, Lucky does get one. Loza holding from the upper position, does not manage to trade it. Down to a 4 versus 4, as they lose that man advantage. Fukushima takes a bit of damage, assuming from a Molotov the way his HP went down. Oh, but there is one person there, Will. Quite a few people down there now. 3 players. As they kind of trade positions. Oh, but they do just rush up onto A though, and this was the wrong call here from Fierce. As they take that A side, they managed to plant with the last 5 seconds remaining. Jenko does get one, gets immediately traded by Dividek. 2 players. Oh, this Snake can do quite a bit. Oh, down to 4 HP actually. 3 versus 3. They do have the site though. Nice flick there from Maka. Down to a 2 versus 3 now. And do they go for this? Looks like they're just going to pick up that AUG and run for it. Yep. They have an AWP, they have an AUG. Might be decent enough, but too many rounds lost. They do have the maximum loss bonus, but that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. They do have those maximum loss bonus, so that they could drop those weapons. Try to see what they can get out of this. Maybe a FAMAS on one of the players. I decides to opt for that MP9 instead. 2 players. Issues when you save with 2. 3 are the ones I have to buy. 6 rounds already here from Heretics on the T side. Getting a bit too easy for them here actually. Not a lot of effort, but Fierce actually. They could have won that previous round, but they kind of made the wrong decision by going down to 4. Couldn't have known, of course, the Heretics going to rotate back, but then again, Nuke is one of those type of maps where you can just easily rotate between the sides. Easy to fake. Not as easy as overpass, but still easy to fake. Break does get a bit of damage on Lucky, but look at his position here from Astro. Does he get one? He gets immediately taken down, but Bray gets 2. Gets traded out, down to a 3 versus 3. Lotte catches 1 as he falls down. He gets back from that molly. Down to a 2 versus 3. Opportunity here for the CTs, but 2 MP9s now against an AWP and SG as they are trying to decide if they're going to go lower. It looks like they're just maybe going back up towards the heaven position, as they'll be faking a bit of information on B. Oh, but look at this flank here from Jenko. He can catch Maka out from the back. He does manage to catch him out. But look at the last player, David, with that fake information, manages to plant and probably going towards main. He smokes himself out. Switch to him. Does not want to switch to him. Oh, look at this though. He goes out of main, decides to go up to heaven. How slow do they go up to defuse the bomb? Very unaware of where they could be, but no defuse kits. Gets 1. Good nade. But look at Jenko, he knows he has no time, he has no defuse kit, decides to run for it, does not go lower, decides against it, changes his mind, wants to go up to main so he doesn't die to the bomb, but gets immediately shut down there from David. Good round from David, but again, with that big brain play from David, throwing that smoke, going all the way back to heaven, winning the clutch, it's 7-0 for Heretics on the T side of Nuke. Now this is looking very heavily unlikely that Heretics can, that Fierce can actually come back from this. They do have a bit of weaponry that they've sort of forced into it. I mean, some players didn't force into it. Astro, Loza, and Jenko did not force into it. But Pulse and Frey did, so I'm sort of wondering if that was a bit of misinformation, miscommunication. Loza does take one back. It's immediately traded by Daviduvik. Now down to a 3 versus 4. Will they push towards the A side? Looks like they are planning to. Flashes. Ooh, wait, what? Can he actually get scouted through? Was that through the hut? Was that through the hut all the way into? Okay, I didn't know you could wallbang that far with a scout, but apparently you can. As he gets taken down, there's 2 versus 1 already down to Pulse. With that scout, what can he get done here? They are aware of his position as he gets pushed down as Kiyoshima holding that vent. He's aware of that possibility. Pulse does take down Kiyoshima. Goes down to David. Again, David with another clutch position. David P. Interesting name. No kit again. Buy a defuse kit. As he gets taken down by David. Another clutch here from David. Almost looking a bit too easy for him there. 8-0. Clean sweep so far here from Heretics. 8-0. They've won the half. They have the 8 rounds needed that they could use going on through their CT side. Of course, they're going to want as many rounds as they can. But Fierce down 0-8. They need at least the last 7 rounds. If they want a decent buffer coming onto their T side, 0 chance for mistakes here. As they're trying to do what they can, they do have a full loss bonus, so they buy what they can. A lot of smoke trying to cover that cross position as they make their way to secret. And what does Fierce, how does Fierce reply to this? They do send Astro downstairs, pulls from the vent position, drops down closer, but a pop flash could be messing with them here. Those are holding that position. Can he get multiple if they push the same time? Maybe. Kiyoshima does the ticket taken down, but the Molotov drops him 39 HP. Not too much of an issue for now. Gets flashed out, shows that he's still there for that up shot. Oh, but Astro gets taken down from the vent. Does not manage to get anything done in the end. And 4 versus 4. Jose gets another one. Gets another one as well. Down to Lucky. Is this rest in peace for the 16-0 dream? It's looking so. As I switch. Am I not? I'm not in. Okay. There. I was wondering why I was hitting the numbers and wasn't switching. Apparently I was tabbed the entire time. Not like it showed on the stream. Thank goodness. I was actually writing in the chat. Eight to 1 Is this the beginning of a comeback for esports? Looking unlikely with how many rounds they have on their CT side, but still anybody's game. They still can make it back. They still could do well on their T side. You never know. Moving closer towards ramp. Bit of outside position, seeing if they can get anything out of that. Naka getting boosted up, seeing if he can catch out Luza this time around. Luza is holding a bit closer than he usually does. Looks like it could have been a miss there. As not sure, as the auto director did not want to show it. A lot of outside position control here from Heretics. Fierce has decided to give it up, but Luza is actually coming back. Oh, but look at the angle! His left shoulder sticking out, as again that left shoulder, the curse of CSGO players, the left shoulder sticks out more than the right. Gets down all the way down to 7 HP. Nice, perfect timing of a flash astro. Does not get... Oh, but he does get 2! He does not get phased by that flash. Doesn't get the third. He does not kill. Shima gets that kill. 2 players holding his angle though, and down again. Now down to David. Can he clutch again? He does not. He gets 1 player down to 3 players. Fierce managing to stack up a bit of money here on Fierce. Opportunity for them maybe, as Heretics should be able to buy cleanly here. Holding the outside position. Looking like they're just going to take outside control again here, Heretics. They have quite a bit of money going here. They do lose 1 though, lose the second as well. Luza doing really well in the outside position this round. Gets 2 players for his troubles. Lucky does take 1 on Jenko though. He might get shot from heaven. He does get shot from heaven. Gets taken down. All down to David again. David, always the last person remaining, gets taken down. He wins 2 clutches. That's enough for him. Hey, that's what Pierce is thinking, of course. 8-3. As it looks like Heretics not have too much money after losing those 3 rounds. How much did they? Hold on. Let's see. Quite a few rounds at the end there. They lost. They only won with 1 player, so it makes sense that they're completely out of money. But it looks like they're just pushing on the inside. Pulse gets 1, gets taken down. Jenko gets another one, but he's getting flanked from behind. He gets saved though. 2 kills already from Jenko. And this looks like a done round. This looked like it could have been very ugly here. But they manage to keep control of it. And 4 players remaining at the end of the round. Still stacking quite a bit of money here from Fierce Esports. And 8-4 if they can manage to win the last few rounds. Then there's a possibility of a comeback coming at their T side if they can keep that momentum. Can they do it, considering it is going to be the T side? This is Heretics map. They seem rather comfortable on the map so far. Pretty decent execution as well. Look at this push though! Gets immediately taken down from A main. 2 players already. Jenko is struggling. He's alone. Trying to get to what he can. He gets another kill. It's 2 players, but he's surrounded. He has no bullets on his AK. Switches to the M4. Gets another weapon. Frey saves his bottoms up as he gets 2 kills. David by again in a clutch position. 1 versus 3. What is he? He does not get anything done here. As he gets taken down. 3 players survive here for Fierce. Continuously stacking up the money. They have more than enough money to deal with the end of the half, regardless if they lose this round or not. And this has been 5 rounds in a row here from Fierce Esports. Very momentum changing from them so far on their CT. I mean, better late than never, right? But I mean, on Nuke, they could have maybe done a bit earlier. Frey trying to do what he can. He gets 1 kill, gets a second. All down to 2 players here from Maka. Oh, nice spray there from Frey. Gets 4K on the almost last round. We call it previous to last round. All down to the last round here. Can they get an 8-7? Still losing the half, but if they can get this last round, then they have at least some buffer coming into the T side, some room for mistakes coming into the T side. As Heretics still feeling rather comfortable so far. Looking like they're just gonna take the lobby position. His in-game volume a bit too loud for you guys, it's okay. Oh, Loser does get one, gets me trade from Maka. So outside control here from Heretics. Decide where they go here. Still playing very cautious here, Heretics, making sure they don't make any of these mistakes as they do throw the utility towards A. As they push down towards the vent position, they look like they're just gonna try to take over B, but look at Frey's position. He's gonna be holding towards that door, another smoke just to plant that bomb and run back. But Frey does get 1 kill. Jenko gets another, down to a 2 versus 4. This is looking more and more unlikely. Davidovik does get 1, down to a 3 versus 2. And look at this flank, he's gonna get caught out. He does get caught out. Pulse managed to get that kill all down to Davidovik. 1 versus 3. What does he do here? He does not plant the bomb. Or do you want to try to go upper if he can get this kill against Pulse? But look at this angle. I don't think he's expecting this angle. He's not. 8-7. 7 rounds in a row from Fierce Esports. Better late than never. They do manage to get at least the 7 rounds that they need. Still anybody's game here. As they switch sides, we'll see what they can get done on their T side. This is, again, Heretics, what they're going to do on their CT side on their map pick. They are already 1 map up. They have already won the half with the 8 rounds that they needed. Oh, look at them. Scores are very balanced here from Heretics side. Not a lot of ADR on any of the players except for Frey here, who's been doing really well for his team, especially at the end of the half. Really well for his team. On 18-8 at the moment. As the Brits attempt to make this comeback real with the 7 rounds that they've had so far in a row from their CT side. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going onto their T side. Heretics though are looking like they will be pushing towards Secret, but 1 player rushing towards lower, breaking every window on the way. Trias trading. Oops. Well, that was the button alt. Looks like they're just gonna be moving towards A side very fast here. Kirishima does get the trade, gets 1, he runs out of bullets, gets me traded out. Maka gets 1, Loser kills Dave as he's jumping up to the vent. Maka goes down as well, all down to Davidovik. Coming in from squeaky door, trying to do what he can. Astro actually plays the big brain play, does not fight immediately, decides to hide and give the off angle instead. as Fierce Esports continuing their streak, continuing that momentum that they've continued going from their CT side. I'm curious when next match is. It's going to be in an hour. Smokes towards the outside. And the outside. Interesting smoke. As they hold with the first spy that they've decided to purchase into. Heretics. As Fierce slowly makes their way down to the door. Why don't I hear wind? The map always had windy sounds. David gets one, does he get the second? He does not. Pulse manages to trade it out as they move towards the lower side, and players are going to start rotating now, expecting that push. But look at this position from Frey. He does get one. Does he get Kirishima? He does get Kirishima. Maka does get one though. All down to 3 versus 1. Maka alone with his scout, picking up the scout again, as he expects a player flanking. That is Frey, of course. Another good round here from Frey, another 3k. I think that should put him at 22 kills. Frey is basically really carrying his team to victory here, as 9 rounds in a row here from Fierce, and a save round here from Heretics. 3 USPs, P250 and a Deagle. Looking like a possible... I mean, imagine a reverse sweep if they can win all 16 rounds in a row. That would be crazy. Although it is on the T side. I mean, I feel like I forgot the memo. Apparently, Nuke has become T-sided, folks. Taking the outside position with Secret. Well, only 1 kill here from Dubnik so far. Picks up the AK, see if he can get something more out of it. He does get one. Actually, David gets another one as well. Down to a 2 versus 3. Is there an opportunity for him here? Try get this run? I don't think so, actually. They don't have the kits. They don't have the HP on David either, or the positions. So just gonna try to save those weapons. What was that? The other kill. Leave those outside. Oops. The other kill's right here, so no way to pick up that weapon. Just gonna hold on to the Deagle. Guess they're probably not gonna be really using it next round. Probably drop that Deagle to the Opper. As he will probably buy his own M4 here. And not deciding to drop the Deagle to the Opera. Would have been the best position. Oh, decision that scenario. As Fierce 10 rounds in a row, as Heretics has not found a single round this far on their CT side. And first gun round here from Heretics, so opportunity for them. I believe it was the first gun. They forced on the second, ecoed on the third, so yep, this should be the first gun round. David. Might get something off Astro here. He does get Astro. First kill already looking better here from Heretics, as they have not been doing well so far on their CT side. See how they do with this guns. Nice grenade there. Brings up 2 people to 68 HP. As Fierce still undecided if they're going to be pushing A or going down towards the vent. Looks like they will be pushing towards A eventually. Sneaking slowly. Okay, that's a smoke towards the main. That means they are going A. Lucky gets 1, he gets 2. Does he manage to get these last 2 players? He gets another one. And Duvik gets it from behind. And is this the end of the streak? Look how many rounds they got. I mean, they got all these rounds in a row. 10 rounds in a row here. From Fierce. Is this an immediate pause after losing the 1 round? It is an immediate pause after they lose the first round. In 10 rounds. In 11 rounds, I should say. Say, okay boys. Think they've caught on to our scheme. I think we should change things up. Looks like they're not doing what we agreed on. Let's just push ramp. Looking like a 10 to 10, possibly, with Heretics having all the weaponry. Sir Fierce Esports the second only has 3 Mac 10s, 2 CZs. Not much really going for them. But they can still get things done on Nuke. I mean, Mac 10 is not the worst weapons when it comes to close range, especially. Maybe not best for the outside positions. Could do quite well on the inner or the ramp positions, though. Ooh, a kill already from Astro. Takes down David. Again, another main jump push as Maka kills another person close range. Aska trades him out though as Dividuvik gets another kill. Now down to a 3 versus 3. Getting close for pistols. What is going on here? Can he get 2? He does get 2. Does he get the third? He does not. 1 versus 1. Dividuvik does manage to flank him in the end. Post not expecting him from heaven. Manages to win it, but win it with what? With 1 player remaining. That is very awkward. And a lot of money lost as well. Oh. Back another half buy here though from Fierce. So it gives an opportunity for Heretics to increase their money if they don't lose too much here. As the player that was there decides to jump down. They do take the ramp position, but look at this reply here from Heretics. It immediately takes over lobby. They could flank them if needed to. As they slowly move towards ramp, but they do get flanked. No, actually they get shot from lower. They're about to get flanked though, but Luz expects this. Gets 1, but Kirishima trades on his teammate. Down to a 3 versus 4. Already losing a bit of money here. They need to be careful as Dividuvik does get the kill on pulse. Does he manage to get the last 2 players though? He has the bomb on his person. He can get that last kill. He does get the last kill. So surviving with 4 players better than surviving with 1 especially. So a bit of money saved. Only 1 person needs to be purchased for. Dividuvik, I'm wondering, versus the gun. There it is. Okay. So a bit of money going onto the next round if they end up losing this. They could still buy on the next round. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. One person would have a little bit less than the rest though. Fierce Esports on a gun round, but not that too much utility either. As Kirishima gets one, they're pushing out towards the A side. Doesn't really get the second. Lucky gets one, gets immediately traded. Kirishima down to. Oh, he kind of jumps and looks like he panics a bit there, but he does get the kill in the end. As it looks like Astro with 2 versus 3 against Heretics does get the first kill. That Vento is making a lot of noise. Frey gets another one. Frey doing so well this game so far. That Molly though takes a bit too long, and they do manage to get the win in the end. Another 3k from Frey, and look at the score of Frey so far. Let me look at his KD. His ADR is 119, 2.07 KD. He's doing really well for his team. 27 kills. Doing so much here from Fierce. Hope he's saving their behinds as well as another last tactical pause here from Fierce. Maybe calming themselves down after that round. And yeah, there's quite a few known players actually from Heretics. I mean, of course I know Davidovic and Kirishima. Kirishima was a meme for a long time. Everyone used to call him the problem. Good days. I think he was top of the French scene back in like 2015, something like that, maybe. Kind of goes back and forth many times going into international lineups. Making himself back to a French lineup. Lucky, of course, I know Lucky. Lucky's never been in probably the top French team, but always hanging about there as well. As it look like Fierce is gonna be pushing towards the outside position again, throwing those smokes. As look at this push here from Davidovic. Gets taken down, but low HP. Jenko does not get taken down in the end. 2 players going down for Heretics. Down to a 4 versus 3. The Lucky gets 1. Jose holding with an AWP decides to rotate back. That's a lot of noise. Knows that he's pushing back. And 11 to 11, Astro does get macro, so 2 versus 3, and Kirishima manages to see the legs of Astro, takes him down. 2 versus 2, 30 seconds remaining. Jenko is still on that 3 HP. What does he manage to get done here? He pushes towards lower, throws that smoke towards the door position. Tries to get that plant in, but look at this flank by Lucky. Makes a bit of noise. He does get the kill on Loz. He does plant the bomb though. Jenko. 5 HP, 3 HP, sorry. Oh my god, how much damage did he do this round? I mean, he got 2 kills earlier. One of them, while on 3 HP, manages to get a second kill. Almost gets Kirishima as well. That was very expensive from Heretics. They managed to win it through, but look at the money from Heretics. Not doing so well. This is not the final, it's the upper bracket quarterfinal. So, Fierce Esports, a little Mac 10, a couple AKs and an SG. Not so bad of a buy. That Mac 10 doing a lot of work the previous round. Heretics though. Ooh, big gap there, but I don't think he's pushing into it. They're moving closer towards ramp. Oh, but his David kind of ditches his teammate there. Nice nade though. Manages to stop it. That molly doesn't do much. As it looks like they're just going to be pushing towards ramp. As auto director decides that's enough of that business. Let's go back to where the others are. Alright, there you go. Looks like they're just moving closer towards the heaven position. As they are probably gonna try to drop towards A. Astro's waiting in main as well for his teammates. And Kishima seems aware of this. They are holding towards the heaven position as they are moving closer and closer. Jumping up, all three of them, with the bomb. Oh, but Kishima gonna be between a rock and a hard place here as he gets surrounded by multiple people. Does he keep playing? He does hold that position. He lets go after the first kill. Does not get traded though. Okay, no, there's not a lot of trades going on here. Loze drops down, tries to plant the bomb for money. That's not all he can go for. Not enough time to take out the weapon, get the kill. What was that though? I mean, Kirishima got that kill. And he looks away for a while, and they did not trade it. I mean, they had the opportunity to trade it, they just did not. So, I think a bit of misplay there from Fierce. 3.3k from each of the players. Probably decided to buy a few pistols. CZs coming in from Fierce. Not a lot of bullets, but still pretty powerful. And Heretics looks like they might be running away with this round, so maybe a 14-11, but you never know. So far, these four buys have been going back and forth. Oh. Nice kill there from Jenko. Managed to take out Maka. Oof. Meaty grenade there against Astro. Down to 4 HP. He does have an up though. He can do a lot with that up regardless of his HP. Another kill there from Jenko. 2 kills with his pistol. Really stepping up Jenko so far. As Kirishima gets one on the inside, lucky. Decides to move forward. Kirishima gets one more. 2 players remaining here from Heretics. A force buy from, not force buy even, that was a save, like a half buy. But these Deagles are doing so much work here from Fierce. As Dividuvik gets one, he gets 2, he gets all 3 by himself. What is this here from Dividuvik? That was okay, that was a bit unexpected. I thought the round was over. I mean, I kind of started looking away for a second there. Didn't expect Dividuvik just to rush in and get 3 players all by his low, but he did manage to do so. So another round, but that was so close and no money whatsoever from Heretics. I mean, they're gonna buy this round, of course, but if they lose this round here, actually, both these teams, if they lose this, actually, there's gonna be a full loss bonus for Fierce, but they're gonna be low on money regardless. As Frey gets shot, Frey, of course, the top fragger for Fierce Esports, already being taken down. So huge loss here from Fierce. To have their top fragger be taken down so early in the round. And looking like they might be pushing towards higher. They're just taking that secret position. Kirishima peeks out towards outside, gets immediately picked off. Lucky getting burned. Astro takes out the second. 3 versus 4. Another man advantage here for Fierce Esports, but will they manage to do something about it? No, Davidovic says no. As he takes a man back, now down to a 3 versus 3. As he pushes back towards ramp. Where do they decide to go here? David. Good smoke, perfect timing of a smoke. If he holds this, actually there's a gap. He can see something from this gap. He gets one. Expects one to the right, but there's two people there. They're running out of time. That molly though, forcing them to push out. As David gets pushed back. Pulse, is he gonna get this kill? He does get the kill against David. 2 versus 2. 15 seconds remaining. They're expecting them to push. No one's at the door to prevent the bomb plant. So 2 versus 2 after plant positions. David Duvik does spot the bomb planter as he's throwing everything he can at him. Ooh, down to 11 HP, down to one person, Duvik. Can he clutch again? He already has 2 kills. Can he get the last 2? He gets 1. All down to Pulse. Pulse, of course, with much higher HP. Has the position, has the plant. Really managed to take this one out. I think he's just going to shoot him in the back. He is! Duvik does not manage to clutch it out in the end. And here's the issue what I was saying earlier. Duvik after clutching the 1 versus 3 and they were super low on money. Unfortunately this time, because they did lose the round, they have no money to purchase. So worth noting that every time, I mean, once they survived the 2, once survived the 3, once survived the 1, so no money to speak of here from Heretics. So they're just gonna try to actually full buy. I thought it was gonna be a half buy, but look at Kirishima's money up compared to the rest of them. So Deagle purchases here from Heretics as they hope to return the Deagles. French used to be really famous for their Deagle play back in the day. You guys remember the days of Happy and those guys? They used to always buy Deagles. A bit of the Belgians as well. 1 kill from Lucky, does not get the second. Low HP from Jenko. Jenko really surviving the entire half with low HP basically. Prey gets 1 more. Oh, but Macam misses the shot from the back. As my throat needs some water. Oh god. As Daviduvik is sort of just getting dinked through the wall. And taken down. Just give me a second. Ah, that's better. 14 to 13. 14 to 13 to Heretics still. With the round leads, but considering those purchases from... Oh, it's going to be a tech pause this time around. They used all 3 of their tactical pauses. I'm wondering if this is an actual tech pause. Should be. Heretics. What are they going to do here? I mean, that dodgy buy they did last round. Deagles down to 1k. No money really to buy here. So it might be down to a 14 to 14. Alright, we're back. Looks like the technical pause has been cancelled, so hopefully whatever issue they've been having is solved. And looks like there's gonna be just a full pretty much eco here from Heretics, just a few maybe a nade stack somewhere actually. Interested where they're gonna be throwing those. Looks like they're just gonna go for the outside position. I don't think it's gonna hit anyone. No, but they do know that there are 3 people outside now. Because of that nade stack where they decided to go from here. Looks like they are just moving towards ramp, using the Mac 10 to rush in first. I see a lot of Asians in the chat for West EU game. Surprised there's not enough British people watching, considering one of their teams are playing. Oh, but Dividek only gets the 1 kill though. Those down to 3 players. Dividek very low HP with this Deagle. Where did they manage to go with this? Down to David. Again, in another position where he has an opportunity to clutch, but I don't think he's going to even get near to that position of clutching. At the moment, no one's holding towards Bent, actually. Hoping to get an exit frag. Oh, the timing is good. Oh, but Frey manages to hold that position, takes out David, takes the Deagle as well. And getting really close here for both teams. This is pretty much what they call the straw that breaks the camel's back. Is that even the phrase? But yep, this is the last straw for both teams. Whoever wins this round might even win the entire map, because Heretics does not have the money to really buy next round, so they need this even more than Fierce. Fierce has quite a bit of money to try to force into an overtime if they lose this round. So match point potential for one of these teams. As they're just trying to take that outside control with the utility, but Lucky manages to take one as David holding the position still until now. Does he manage to get one? He does get Asher down to a 4-5 versus 3. Not looking so good for Fierce. Are they gonna lose on the last hurdle? They've done so much to get this back. From an 8-0 deficit all the way to 14-14. Is this how they're gonna go out? Or are they going to be able to win this round? Maybe even potential of an overtime. As Heretics gets got 1, David gets 2. And gets a bit awkward without that scope. SG. Just get taken down. Clean sweep here from Heretics. More than enough money to fully buy the head armor and the utility for all the players, if they wish to do so. More than enough to go for it. Yep. And Fierce has the weaponry. They have quite a bit of utility. Is this going to be the final round of the entire match, or is this going to be overtime and the biggest comeback in WSG for Fierce this tournament so far? Just taking a bit of lobby control. Four players still remaining here from Fierce. They are already a man down. This is gonna be looking a bit risky here. Can they push out and get this last round? I remain quiet. What they call the quiet before, a calm before the storm. 35 seconds remaining. Looks like they're just gonna go towards A. Lucky does take one. They're pushing all the way in. The three players already being taken down. All down to Pulse. He does not manage to do so. Heretics 16 to 14. GG. And what a game here on the second map. Nuke looked like a map that was gonna go to Pierce in the end. I mean, it was 8-0 to Heretics on their map pick.